Hey, Tim W. Radio here, games, movies, and vlogs. How the hell is everybody? Now, this video was supposed to go up Saturday, but due to some technical, very odd difficulties that boggles my mind, I lost a really huge important piece of footage for this video, so now I'm having to rethink it and redo it here. So this originally was supposed to be an unboxing, but sadly, well, not sadly, but, well, yeah, sadly that piece of footage where I unboxed what I'm going to be talking about today was gone. I don't know how I lost that piece of footage. I got no idea. So this is going to be a figure review, but before I talk about the said figure, first, a little bit of a history lesson. Now, let's rewind back to the late 2010s when the Netflix Godzilla anime trilogy dropped. Now, these movies were not very well received sorry about that, that sounded weird, by fans and critics, and some fans enjoy them, like myself. I mean, I enjoy them for what they are because, you know, they're Godzilla movies. And the ideas behind them are actually very interesting for a Godzilla movie. I mean, you would think that with Godzilla, they would not focus on humans so much, but it does. All three of these movies do. Like, the whole idea behind the movie trilogy is different, how do I explain this really? Like, different stages of humanity's mindset when it comes to facing a natural disaster. Like, in Planet of the Monsters, you have humanity's willpower, which means they will gather up enough confidence to face a disaster head on and try to escape from it or deal with it. And then, what if your willpower fails? Then, in City on the Edge of Battle, it was dealing with technology and how to stop a disaster using, you know, what resources you got. And then when that fails, what other way to help deal with the disaster is pray, in the case of Planet Eater, which is about religion, you know, basically. So, yeah, it's so weird that they took very human concepts and put them with Godzilla, but, you know, I don't know, like I said, I enjoy these for what they are, but they don't really seem like the type of things you would put with Godzilla, to be perfectly honest with you. So, I don't know, that's just my opinion, me personally, and I just wish that they could have shown the monsters a lot more in these movies. I mean, in Planet of the Monsters, they could have shown them just a little more. City on the Edge Battle, oh Jesus Christ, that movie could have so had, like, at least 15 minutes of monster in it if they tried. And then Planet Eater is the one that shows the monsters a lot, like pretty much throughout the whole movie. So, or at least most of it anyway. So it's like, why couldn't they just show the monsters a lot more? Anyways, that's not the topic of this video. I'm sorry, I kind of went off on a little venting thing there. Sorry about that. And then also in 2021, Godzilla Singular Point dropped, the Netflix anime TV series, which is actually a lot better than the movie trilogy. I'll tell you that right now, actually, because it focuses on the monsters and the situation the monsters are causing the entire time. And isn't that the whole point, according to diehards, and I'm saying that with air quotes, by the way, according to diehard Godzilla fans, that's the whole point of a Godzilla-related story in the first place. So yeah, why am I talking about anime Godzilla? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. And also, I do want to talk about Godzilla figures, because of the main topic for today here. When it comes to kaiju figures, there's a lot of good brands out there. I know there's the X Plus, which are expensive as all hell, and then you have SH Monster Arts, like Godzilla 2014 here, that you've seen in a lot of my videos, and then you've got the Playmates figures, and Playmates figures, they're okay. But, like I said when I unboxed the Skullcrawler here, the detail on him is like, they could have done so much better, in all perfect honesty. They could have done a lot better on the detailing. SH Monster Arts, hands down, best figure brand out there. All of the detailing on him is just solid, perfect. And the amount of range and the amount of movement they can do, just so amazing. But one other brand out there that I grew up with personally, and one that I do enjoy still, is Bandai. And Bandai Actually, here's a perfect example right here. Let me if I can get his arm out of Mecha King Ghidorah's head. As now look at this. This is Mechagodzilla 0203, and for those and Godzilla fans will know what I mean by 0203. But for those who watch Godzilla movies and don't know what that means, this is Mechagodzilla's design from the years 2002 and 2003. Well, in 2003, like this one here, this is different and that's different. So, but it's basically the same look. And look at this figure. Look how heavily detailed this figure is for something that's literally Alvin and the Chipmunk size, which is 6 inches high here. The amount of detailing. This is why I love Bandai, because they are so movie accurate. They are so movie accurate. There's a lot of detail on these things. So I would definitely recommend, if you can't afford SH Monster Arts, then definitely go for Bandai, because Bandai is so much better than Playmates, to be perfectly honest with you. And another good example that I've seen Playmates figure for, but I don't like, but I really don't like it, is Destroyer. And yes, I'm calling him Destroyer, not Destroyer. Why everyone calls it that, I've got no freaking idea. I mean, I know that's what all the posters say, but I really can't stand that name. I can't stand the name Destroyer. I really can't stand that name, because when you watch the movie itself, they call it Destroyer. I don't know why nobody seems to pay attention to that, I guess, or whatever, but they call this thing Destroyer in the movie, not Destroy. Oh my god, I'm not gonna say that damn name again. But look at this. See, look how heavily detailed this is for Bandai. The Playmates one looks so cartoony. The Playmates figure of this thing looks so friggin' cartoony. That's why I'm not buying it. That's why I am never gonna buy it. Like, there's this, I've seen the Playmates figure for this one, and also right here, Space Godzilla. And the two figures for this one and Destroyer are so cartoony. That's why I'm never buying them. But you all see what I mean. And also, why am I talking about Bandai? Well, here's why. The reason why that I was talking about anime Godzilla and Bandai figures is because the figure that I'm going to be doing a review of, that, like I said, supposed to be an unboxing, but the unboxing footage I lost. Don't understand how. But this is what I'm talking about here. This is Godzilla Ultima from Godzilla Singular Point. I absolutely love this figure, but there's two cons that I noticed with this figure here. Before I get into the literal pros, which are about 97% here. 97% of this figure. Here, let me talk about the cons. The cons, I don't know if you all can see this, but look at his face. His face, look at his eyes. His eyes are all white, like Giant Monsters All Out Attack. I don't know why they made his eyes all white, like 2001 Godzilla. That's really weird, because Godzilla Ultima actually has, expression on his. He has a lot of expression on his face in Singular Point, and I'm not a fan of his eyes. I don't like these GMK eyes. In all honesty, that's really weird, because, like I'm saying in the show, he actually has eyes. So I don't know why they didn't finish the eyes or something. And the other con are his dorsal fins. Yeah, it sticks to the show, but it's the coloring. I am not a fan of the all silver or all white silvery coloring here, because in the show, what do you call, you see where my finger is? See these veins on his dorsal fins, these vein looking deals? These veins on his fins here? Well, in the show, those are red. The veins are all red. Now, when you look at another Godzilla figure, when it comes to dorsal plate coloring, here is one example of a more accurate one. This is 2001, and look at the dorsal fins. You see the coloring? The white and the white with the black? That is 100% movie accurate right here. And see what I meant about the eyes? See, this one is, see, like, I don't know why on Ultima the eyes are all white. I don't get that, but I already talked about that. So yeah, what I was talking about was, look at, like, see, this is movie accurate, and this is Bandai. Here's this another Bandai figure here, and look at that, the white with the black. That's how it is in the movie. I don't understand why with the Ultima figure, it's like they didn't finish his dorsal fins or something, because like I was saying, the veins on here on the dorsal fins are red, and I don't understand why they didn't do it. They didn't paint him that. They didn't do that. Those are the only two cons that I really have with this. The gray coloring, I'm not entirely sure about that, to be honest with you, because not a lot of the time, the whole entire time Godzilla Ultima is in Singular Point, he's always shrouded by the red dust and fire, and he looks black, or he looks black in the show, but you know, he's shrouded by, not a single ray of sunlight comes on him as Ultima. In the other forms, yeah, you know, he's in a lot of sunlight, but when he gets to this stage, there's so much red and stuff blocking him, so you don't really get a sense of what color he is. Well, Ultima anyway, the other three forms he takes, yeah, you can see his color, but Ultima, you can't really get a sense of his color, his real color all that much. So the charcoal gray, I personally don't have a problem with this, because it kind of harkens back to Godzilla's original coloring from like the 1950s and 1960s, so I ain't got a problem with that. And also, look at the heavy detailing. Now, the skin detail is 100% show accurate here. Like the little ridges on his neck, which kind of gives off a lot of 2000s vibes, Godzilla 2000 vibes. And same thing with the spikes up here on the back of his head, and the heavy detailing on his thick ass legs. Like, Jesus, I can't believe that in the show his legs are this thick. He got some thick thighs, man. Like, oh shit. But the heavy amount of detailing is so show accurate. I love that. And one little change, though, that I like that this figure does is it reduces Godzilla Ultima's tail size, because in the show he does this Shin Gojira thing where his tail is up in the air the whole time, and it's longer than the rest of him. I like how this figure reduces the tail size to, this is how long his tail honestly should have been, to me personally. Like, I ain't got a problem with how he is in Singular Point, but I just love how this figure kind of, the tail change does, like, why couldn't his tail be this long? Like, this should have made sense. This makes more sense, in all honesty here. But overall, I really do enjoy this figure. I want to thank my grandma for getting me this figure. I got this is my late Christmas present, actually. I got it December 31st, 2021 here, you know, which isn't that long ago. So, yeah, this is really amazing. I give this figure, oh, before I say my score, look, one thing, I love how one thing they kept right is his wide-ass mouth. Like, look at his mouth. When you look at him head-on, they keep, like, his really weird wide mouth, which is so weird that Godzilla's mouth is like that in the show. I mean, when you look at it from the side, it looks very dinosaurish, but then when he has this odd, like, 1998 vibe, sort of, with how the mouth is structured, but then when you look head on, it just got this wide-ass mouth. Like, that is so weird. And then also, you got these armored shoulders and his multi-layered legs here. You know, I give this figure a solid I give this a 9.8 out of 10. The half-finished eyes and the half-finished dorsal fins, you know, I don't know why they couldn't just finish painting it, but it's weird they didn't. And but the rest is completely show accurate. Tail size, it's better than the show, actually. I honestly, yeah, solid 9.8 out of 10 for me with this figure, because it's amazing, and it's pretty big, actually. This is for a Bandai figure. I mean, sure, there's some that are longer, but 6 inches tall by 15 inches long, that's actually pretty good size, to be honest with you. So anybody who has not bought this one yet, I would definitely recommend, I'd recommend buying this, because this is a really great Bandai figure, very well worth the money. Except the 2 cons I mentioned, but I'm gonna stop repeating myself. I'm sorry, in this video, if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. I really am trying to work on that when it comes to doing my content here. So yeah, please excuse that. So yeah, I hope you all, what was it? I hope all you Godzilla fans out there who do not have this figure, definitely go and buy it. It's very well worth it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please watch until the very end of this video to know where exactly to follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at LizardMan2021, and for those of you who have a DeviantArt, it's Dimetrosaur2022. I post kaiju fan art on there, and soon to be some new fan art, but no spoilers on that. And the reason why that I say watch till the end of the video, it's where to follow me on Instagram. It's how to spell my username, because about a year ago, I think it was a year and a half ago or something like that. It was probably last year. I don't remember, to be perfectly honest with you, but it was 2 years ago. Sorry, it was 2 years ago. What was it? Well, now technically 2 years ago, I had some bullshit with Instagram. Somebody that I thought was my friend decided to play a joke on me, and making a bullshit hacker Instagram account where my username was completely, it was the same name, but it was, the way it was written was totally different, and it was set to private, which, one, my account is not private, and the way the username was spelled is not even remotely how I spelled it. So yeah, that's why I'm saying please watch till the end of this video to know where exactly to follow me on social media. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I know I was talking about the Playmates earlier, but my next video, I do want to unbox, well, my next figure review, I do want to make it an unboxing, and I really do want to get the Gorosaurus, the new, I think it's either Bandai or Playmates that released it. There's the original Rodan from the 1960s Rodan and Gorosaurus. I really do want to unbox those and give my opinions on them, because those two are like my favorite monsters, like two of my favorites from the Godzilla franchise. So I hope I get those one of these days here, because I know they're at Walmart, but I'm just waiting for them to come here to Las Vegas. And I've rambled on a little too much here, so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that video, and I'm gonna say peace out, everybody, and see you all in whatever video I decide to do next.